Up fine.
Mine is now recording.
Yep, here we
No,
go.
it says Aaron is recording. So obviously,
Mine
first
says
one.
you're recording, so
All
we
right,
both
cool.
needed to do it.
All right, so we can edit this out right here.
Yep. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, my name is Aaron. We're here with our first podcast. Once again, my name is Aaron Lessman. You can find me ASAP269, Xbox Community, A Lessman 1987 WoW on Twitch. Look me up.
And I'm Josh Vanover. I go by Genghis Khan on Xbox Live, Genghis Khan on Twitch, Genghis Khan on Instagram, and Genghis Khan on TikTok. I'm pretty sure it's all Genghis Khan.
All right, and we're here today with our first podcast, and we're here to talk about the Xbox Series X. It's what's hot right now. It's what's happening. It's what's going down. It's coming out soon. I'm like, the hype is real. The
I
hype is
mean,
real, and it's now.
everybody is waiting, and to kill some time, we decided we'd talk about it.
Like, it's currently September 14th. Pre-orders start here in what, 8 days now? Like,
8 days.
it's getting real. Like, the feeling is real now. Like, it felt such like a myth with everything going on in the world right now.
All
It
this
almost,
bullshit.
it was almost like we weren't gonna get it.
I was wondering for a minute,
I was
honestly.
I was 90% convinced these game systems were gonna be pushed back like
Right.
until
And
next year.
I want to point out that another big deal of the situation is, all right, me and Aaron, we've been friends forever and playing games together ever since. Okay, so 20 years, uh, right on it, and maybe a little longer, 20 years. It's close. Either way, this is going to be the first system that day one.
Our first day one system, and that's crazy. That's still crazy to me. Like,
I mean, we've been through a lot of systems, bro.
definitely been through a lot of systems.
But now, like we were talking about before this, you did get the PS4, about a month in, and that was fairly close because that was honestly the first high dollar next gen system.
That was the very first, like, yeah, anywhere, because the PS3 I didn't get for a few years in.
Right.
Few
A
years
couple
in.
$100, I got an Xbox 360, but it was years in when I got a 360. But now before that, we had regular Nintendos, Super Nintendos, N64s, never on first day. But we've had pretty much all systems with our collection combined. Now, like I said, Aaron got the PS4 about a month in. I ended up getting the Dreamcast as a kid. Great pick, I know. Thanks, Mom. Love the system. Too bad it failed.
Oh man, it was a good pick. Like, I will never
I
hate on the Dreamcast.
honestly no, and I won't be mad at my mom for picking it up. She asked me what I wanted, and as a gamer, man, I thought the Dreamcast had full potential to last forever. Especially, man, the controller. I love Dreamcast controllers. I loved them.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Dreamcast controller. Yeah, and then the little oh man, what
VMU.
VMUs,
Yeah,
and
dude.
then like
Hey,
you
how
could
many
play.
days did we run around taking care of that little baby radish on Sonic?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
picking your little plays on Madden?
Yeah, like that was my favorite part about it was you pick your plays against on Madden against each other and you couldn't see
You
and
couldn't
like
see, which
and
made that was
it,
like the best football years for me
oh
because
let's
I
take
suck at picking plays anyways.
let's take a few seconds to talk about how great them games were. NFL 2K, NBA 2K. Oh my gosh,
Sure, bro. They
like
Sega had a great lineup.
great lineup.
Now we're getting a little off because we're here about Microsoft today, but
Yeah. We okay. Yeah, we
there'll
got
be
off hit.
plenty of
Let's.
podcasts in the future about all kinds.
Yeah. That's,
90s, what do you want to put it at? Memorabilia, some people like to say.
so today, we're here for the Series X. Why we're hyped about the Series X? Why we're running out to get it right away?
Why
Why?
you are?
Yeah.
Maybe you're not. Why? What are some reasons people aren't hyped? I'm pumped.
Yeah, what's keeping you from getting it? What makes you not want to go out and get it right now? And then we'll also touch a little bit on the PS5 and Series S, but for right now, we're gonna jump into the Series X. And let me tell you, the first thing that caught me good about this Series X was the power. Like,
It's a powerhouse, man. It's basically better than I don't know any pre-built PC you can buy for a price close to this
it's a,
that would have any power compared.
I'm gonna put the specs for the Series X, Series S, and PS5 on the screen right now, so we can have a look here and we
All
can
right, go
see
ahead
what
and
I'm
do
talking
that.
about as we're doing this. I want to point out like everything about the Series X is just high end, and it just seems. Sorry about that. It just seems like look at this, 12 teraflops. Like PS5 is only running 10.28. Like, wow, I am like the Series X. It's just
I mean, dude, look at that.
it's a computer.
12 teraflops.
It's a low end. Like it may not be your top end computer right now, but you're
Well,
gonna.
listen. Here's the thing. You got to compare it to people that are wanting a computer strictly for gaming. I
Right.
mean, honestly, if you were building a PC to only play games, that was it. How could you go better? It's 8K compatible.
Yeah, and
Dude, I
let me
dumped a fortune at my PC.
I was just gonna say, I
And
want to point out like how much money you would have to spend to get a computer that ran at this capacity. You're spending, yes, computers. Well, don't get me wrong. We all know computers beat everything, but we also all know that you have to spend thousands of dollars for your computer
right,
to beat everything.
computers and money beat everything. If you have
Yeah,
a computer and no cash to upgrade, well, it can be as good as an Xbox 360.
exactly. Like,
I
okay,
mean,
like,
look at that DDR, dude. 16 gigs of DDR. Most people right now in PC, if you're not just all the way in it, if you're just a mild gamer through PC, I guarantee you got 16 gigs of DDR. There it is. Boom, right in the Xbox. What else do we got? A terabyte SSD hard drive. All right. I don't have I don't have a full terabyte SSD hard drive, but
right?
there it is. 4K. All right. Most graphics cards, man, it's hard for them to push 4K. And here it is, all wrapped up in a nice little
Let's not
black box.
let's not forget the ray tracing.
Ray tracing. I
That's the
mean,
big. Oh my God! Like the ray tracing.
I
That's
mean, think about it like this. Anybody under a 2060 Super it doesn't have the ray tracing capability as an Xbox Series X. And now I know a lot of people are going to 2060 Super. Well, that's not even the newest card. Well, no, it's not. But there are plenty of people gaming on Twitch and other streaming sites right now that are using cards from 2 series ago.
right.
I mean, ray tracing
See,
is a huge, huge ordeal.
I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb here, but I'm gonna say a lot of these PC players they blow a lot of smoke because most of them are playing on medium graphics, trying to say it's good enough just
Exactly.
because they're on PC.
That's another thing that's different from PC to Xbox is your graphics level, man.
Hmm.
Now, on Xbox, everything looks great. You're right. I won't say it's ultra, but it's high settings for sure. On the One X, I can't vouch for Series X yet, but now on a PC, I mean, if you don't have the latest GPU, man, you're running mid settings.
For sure.
I mean, and like I said, that might not be up to Xbox One X or Series X quality for that.
Yeah. And while we're here looking at this screen still that I have up, let's go to this. Let's talk about this Series S. This strange system of a Series S that I'm looking at that I still don't understand right now why they made it.
I mean, well, I'm going to let you go ahead and start it because you know what I'm going to say right off the bat.
But you're looking at 4 teraflops, It's not backwards compatible. It's
No
just
backwards
4K. It
compatibility.
has a 500 gigabyte SSD. It's digital only. Like,
Okay, look, 500 gigabyte SSD. Call of Duty is 150 gigs, if not more.
it,
One game.
I need somebody to put some light onto the system for me as to
And
why it
it's
was
an all digital system.
why what is the point of this system? I understand they're coming out at $300, but then I guarantee you they'll be worth $100 in a year
I heard a
because
lot of people saying that for the casual gamer, the Xbox Series S is the way to go. But
how
I just don't
casual
understand.
yeah, how casual do you have to be for this? Like,
I mean, for me to buy, I couldn't. I couldn't buy it.
I I
I would save up and be late to get the Series X before I spent money on the Series S.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I mean, like I was saying before, it's all digital, man. No disk drive. You can't play games even from Xbox One on it. No backwards compatibility. I mean, so for the first year or two, now listen, I understand, all right, this system could have had a place maybe in a year or two when the catalog was huge for Series X.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the beginning, if you buy a Series S on the first day, what do you got? 7 games?
Yeah, close to that, close to that. Something around there.
You
Like,
know,
you
seven
got a
games.
handful of games.
No
Yeah, that's it.
backwards compatibility. You can't put a disc in.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be watching a lot of Netflix.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're in agreement here. Series S, just no go for us. No go for us. If it's a go for you, tell us why.
Yeah,
But for
please
us,
get in the
but
comments. Tell me
but
I'm a
for
fool. I'm missing
yeah,
something.
but for us, it's a no go.
Hey, and
No.
if you have a good reason, man, we will make another video on how we messed up calling the
On
Xbox Series S a joke.
speaking of digital only, we all know the PS5 is creating a digital only system, but at least that one was the same specs,
Right,
just
same
without a
specs as
disc.
the.
Yeah, just without a disc. And I've heard rumors. It's unconfirmed. Microsoft was like a Series B, where that's
A
all
disk
digital there.
drive, but smaller. Or
Uh,
wait, the Series V.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
Series X, but no disk drive.
yeah.
Right,
Series
that's the
X, but
Series
no
V.
disc drive.
Hey, and listen, all right. My last name is Vanover, bro, and I know it sounds dumb, but I would have rocked a Series V, but
Yeah,
not an all digital Series V.
for sure.
I wouldn't rock an all digital Series V if it came with 2 terabytes of hard drive and a year's worth of Xbox Premium, Ultra, Platinum Game Pass.
Yeah, like so.
They just have me lost at this all digital thing.
Yeah, and like the Series X, I believe this Series X is going to be the real deal. I believe there's a lot of hype around it. I believe a lot of people are looking forward to it, and
I,
it's got me feeling like you're going to have to be there right away on pre-order day in order to get your name
right.
down on
We
one.
were going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's where we're jumping right now. It's like
So
I feel pre-order. Me personally, my GameStop still does pretty well by my house. I'm gonna go to GameStop, order me, like put my name down on one. But I feel like I have to not go to work that day and be there right when they open,
right, and we're
because
talking about on pre-order day. So
yeah, I'm
don't
talking
think my
pre-order day.
guy's talking about missing work so he can stay home and play games on the first day. Now, we are going to talk about that later,
Yeah,
but not right now.
but
Right now, we're talking about just getting in line to put your $100 or $200 down to make sure that on release day, when you're standing in line, you're not going to get left out.
yeah. And yeah, like I feel the hype is that real. I feel the pre-orders are gonna sell out.
I have a
That's
feeling. I
yes, a
mean,
big
because
feeling.
they can only offer so many pre-orders before there's no offers left.
Right.
I mean, what do you do when the pre-orders run out? You can't just keep letting people pre-order if you're not going to have them on hand. I mean, it's crazy. Listen, before we get too far into this, how do you feel about the pre-order thing? Let me just go back and ask, what about the 1 terabyte expansion SSD? All right, because I seen something yesterday after we had talked and we went over this, but I seen something yesterday saying that this SSD is hot swappable, which is all right. That's cool. You can pull it out in the middle of it. But is there going to be? Have you heard anything about an option for your own SSD or HDD? To add your own.
Other than the fact that you have to get one that's straight compatible with the style
Right,
of
because they've
and
they've made a new plug-in, and it's a different type of tray for the back of the Xbox. He's going to show you it right now.
yeah, I'm
I
about to
mean,
pull it up.
as we all know now, you can plug in any USB external hard drive or make an external port and put in a real HDD. But as they're letting us know now, this is going to be a one of a kind
Yeah, like
SSD plug-in.
it's definitely okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. I am Yeah, it's a special. It's got to be compatible with the exact specs.
Right.
Storage.
There it is.
The expansion card. Let's see here. Is my screen sharing right now?
It was. You just took it off.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
You're all right.
Series X storage expansion card. Brief.
Let's see. This memory card stores a terabyte worth of game data, not just a few megabytes of save files. As Xbox Series X Director of Program Management, Jason Ronald explained, it also matches up with the speed offered by Xbox Series X's internal storage exactly. So you're going to get the same load times, and I understand that that's what they're bragging about. They're using that to their advantage, but I mean, is it going to be worth it? We all know how much Xbox hard drives come out at. I mean, last year you could buy a external HDD, 1 terabyte, and I think those suckers still hold pretty strong around $100 and something dollars.
The approach of Xbox storage feels closer to memory cards from like basically like yeah, it's just a little plug-in and but
Right.
it has to be
Right. I
compatible.
mean, because look how small
So
it is. There are no SSDs
so
that are
yeah,
this small.
and like it's an Xbox brand. So you're going to pay the price they want for it if you want that external.
Right.
You're going to complain about it, but you're going to
You're
still
gonna
do it
buy
if you
it.
want it. Yeah,
Hey,
if you
listen, and I'm complaining, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that's like one of my major pickups right off the bat. And I know people are going to go, Josh, how many games are you going to have on this Xbox? Come on. But what you don't understand is this Xbox is backwards compatible with ray tracing and HDR updates for the old games, okay? I have 50 games on my Xbox One X right now. Do you think I'm not going to go back and enjoy those games on the Series X? I need that hard drive space. I got three and a half terabytes of hard drive space on my One X right now. What
right.
am I going to do when I have to transfer everything? And people are going to say, "Well, don't download all your games." Well, yeah, but I still have enough games that I play in a close enough area that I can't just delete and re-download. It's not an option.
I would like to point out it does have the HDD support as the One X and One S still. So, but I haven't like most of it has been talk about that SSD, man. And
Well,
apparent
right.
like
Okay, so you made a good point. It does have the HDD support. I'm glad you pulled that up. Now, but what are they trying to tell me? I'm going to have to pay $200 for the 1 terabyte SSD. I'm only going to have a terabyte in my Series X, and then on top of that, I'm going to have to use the other USB port to plug in another hard drive so that I can keep games on it, and it's not going to load as fast as the Series X is supposed to begin with.
right.
I mean, dude, when I play Call of Duty Zombies on Black Ops 2, I want it to load up so fast and play so bright. You would think it come out for Series X.
Right.
And I just don't. I don't like that. They have us pinned down like that, which I don't like at any time, and they do it every series. So we'll just see how it goes. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. And and then of course, you always got the other side of the spectrum. You could always look at what the PS5 has and what the PS5 is bringing to the table, and
Honestly, I'm not interested in a PS5. Not because it's not quality. It could be great quality. I'm just an Xbox guy. Even if PS5 was the better of the systems, I would, for one, admit it if it was, because numbers
mhm.
don't lie. I'm not going to be a fool because I play Xbox. But for two, I would still
the
get an
ray,
Xbox.
the lack of ray tracing threw me off. Like
I mean, ray tracing,
it does support ray tracing, but not in the same. Okay, don't get, but not in the same way. Their ray tracing is. It just
future.
seems like Microsoft is just bringing it, man. And that's what's got me. PlayStation 5, yeah, you got some good exclusive games, but
Right. But I
I'm
play PC also.
yeah,
So
I'm more into specs, man. I was looking for the more powerful system, and just like with the One X, the Xbox is bringing the more powerful system again. It just seems Microsoft is
they
they're
cut
putting
right
the
to it
better.
this time,
Yeah,
though.
they're cutting right to it. Yeah, they didn't play around this time.
They didn't put a
But
system out and expect us to buy another system in two
yeah,
years.
Mike,
They put the good one out first.
because we cannot gloss over the fact that Microsoft laid an egg with the original Xbox One. It was a
An
bad
egg,
system.
dude. That thing is my doorstop.
Yeah, it was a bad system. Like it was no good.
And I
Like
mean, listen, I got two boys. They still play the one right now. And I wouldn't upgrade them to a Series S.
right.
I'm just gonna let them keep playing that doorstop until I can get them, the real deal. I couldn't do a Series S.
All right. Yeah, and then look, then I remember when the PS4 and the Xbox One they all came out, and there was a lack of games, and
Right.
that's what I'm trying to jump into right now. Is I feel finally this time they are bringing it with games that make it worth going out and getting this system day one.
Day one.
Day one. Day one.
Let's talk about some games.
And we all know what's at top of the list, what Xbox revealed first, and what they were pushing hard, and what like the big game was for like the last 17 times they made it.
Right. Every
Assass-
Xbox that has been released.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Here
Right.
we come, another
And
Assassin's Creed. You got the Vikings now, and
I
blah,
love Vikings. Don't get me wrong. The story looks great.
but it's
But
the same thing.
what did we tell each other before this, man? Assassin's Creed is repetitive, bro. I bought Odyssey. I loved it for the first month.
Yeah, you spent a bunch of
Then
money
it's
on
I bought the $150 one, dude.
it.
Platinum, exotic pack, or whatever. All right, and then you
Yeah,
get into it, I feel like I'm playing Assassin's Creed, like the first one, the second season maybe. I'm just I can't pay $70, $60 even. I don't know. I heard they were going up $10, but I can't pay $70 for a game I've played 12 times. I
yeah,
can't do it.
can't
Just
do it.
because you change the skins, they're gonna have a little different design on the character. I can't. I hope that they change something else. I heard they're gonna change something else. It needs a reboot like the one with the pirates. What was it?
Black Flag.
Black Flag. That
Black
that was a
Flag.
good reboot.
That was the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion. I probably put a couple hundred hours into Black Flag. It was fun.
Well,
Floating
the
across.
biggest part that drug me into Odyssey was the boats from Black Flag.
Yeah.
So
And then of course, next on the list, Gears Tactics will be out.
I mean, Horde mode was always a good game, but I stopped playing Gears
Not
after
not
the
yeah,
first
not
one.
a Gears fan.
When you go to an MLG tournament and you see 7 people over in the Gears side waiting to play professional Gears of War,
Yeah.
I think we can all see what's happening
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Moving on, we got a game called the Falconeer. Okay, you're flying around on a falcon, battling in the sky.
I don't know anything about
Um,
Falconeer, but I'm sure they did it with dragons once.
yeah, yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. I've read brief things. I've watched maybe one video on it, and it's not for me. I'm not gonna be looking into
Now,
the
keep in
Falconeer.
mind, we did say that they are bringing it this time, so it's coming. There's
It
got to
was.
be
It
something good
looked
in the
good.
way.
It looked amazing, like when they were flying around in the sky and stuff. But come on, now you're fighting as a falcon in the sky. I'm okay, man. I'm
I'm
okay.
I'm good on that. Animal
Then we,
Planet.
yeah. Then we got okay. Next up, Yakuza, like a dragon. Another Yakuza game. I don't. It's yeah. I've never been big on Yakuza. Like
I think we
played
played the
them.
first one, right? Sleeping
Yeah.
Dogs or whatever.
Well, Sleeping Dogs was a whole different game. That wasn't a
Oh,
Yakuza game. Okay. But
okay, my fault. Look how much I know about it.
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, straight like Yakuza. Like I've tried to get into Yakuza multiple times. I've picked up multiple different Yakuza games, put them in, tried to give them some time, and it's just
It's
too
hard to
choppy.
do when Grand Theft Auto is the other option.
Yeah, exactly. We
Even
all
Grand Theft Auto from Xbox 360, because remember, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out that long.
yeah, exactly. We all know we're just getting Grand Theft Auto 5 repasted in our face, and that um they're not making a new one yet. They have not, and we all want to hear about it. We all want to hear about it, but we
Right.
haven't.
No, it's not something they're going to tell us we're getting yet.
Next up, Tetris Effect Connected. I
Okay.
am down for this game. Multiplayer, Tetris 99 on the Switch, great game.
Tetris 99 on the Switch. Good. Brought it back for Tetris, bro. Brought
Yeah,
it back.
made Tetris interesting again. You're battling.
Listen, bro, my girl who doesn't even play games plays Tetris Effect every day.
Well, Tetris 99. Tetris Effect is not like
I
it's not
mean,
out.
yeah, Tetris 99. She plays 99 every
I
day.
I will more than likely pick up Tetris Effect if the price is right. You're
On,
talking
on the sales rack, I'm going to
yeah,
grab Tetris.
okay, yeah, on the sales rack. There you go. Destiny 2 expansion Beyond Light's coming out. Okay, I used to be big on Destiny 2. I put a lot of time into Destiny 1. I put a lot of time into Destiny 2, but I
Never
will
played
not.
it.
I will Okay, I can't I can't say I'll never try Beyond Light because it's supposed to be for free on Game Pass,
Right.
but man,
But it's not a purchase.
there's so much other stuff coming out. Man, I got a World of Warcraft expansion coming out. Where am I gonna find time to
Right.
play Beyond Light?
Hey, and before we move to the next game, let me express this, all right? Because I feel like I missed this, and it was a very big point on the hard drive situation, okay?
What's that? What's that?
Okay, so Xbox Series S is going all digital, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Series X is what I'm going for, but S is all digital. Now, you're talking to a guy who buys everything digital. If I can get my hands on it digital, I would pay the extra money for a digital copy, all
Right.
right? But I still don't want to put myself in the situation of not having the option to use a disc if that's what it comes down to.
Right, and that's what. Yeah. I'm definitely. I see no point in the Series S at all, man. Like,
No, I just wanted to point that out before somebody says, well, you're not the type of person that buys digital games. You collect. I do collect, but I'll be collecting digital purchases on the Xbox store.
All right, next we're gonna jump into the games that are optimizing themselves for the Series X.
All
Start with
right,
start with Dirt 5. I love racing games. Big on racing games. Like
big time.
Dirt.
There's going to be a good one.
Dirt's fun game. That's gonna be a fun game. Watch Dogs Legion is next on this list. I played all of them. Watch Dogs 2 wasn't as fun as Watch Dogs 1. By the time 2 came out, I felt it was overplayed and it was
All
just
right, and
repetitive.
I didn't play Watch Dogs 1, but I played a little bit of Watch Dogs 2, and it was okay. And when I heard of Legion, I was so impressed. The videos they released were great. You could be anyone. You can hack into anything.
Yeah.
It sounded so good. And then you watch the video. It was supposed to release, and you get one more video, and they tell you they're putting it off. And then when it's going to release again, they let you have a little more video. They tell you they're putting it off. I mean, what? It's had to have been a year since its release date.
It's been well over a year, bro. Guaranteed. We're looking at next, of course, Fortnite. Where it's of course it's there. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna get Fortnite on the
Oh
Series X?
man, Fortnite feels like they gotta be on something else. Yes, guaranteed.
All I know is if I don't get a free Fortnite skin on the Series X for buying it on day one, Fortnite is lacking.
But yes, Fortnite is not dead, people. It is transferring over. But let me point out that Fortnite is on this list. PUBG is not on this list.
Which is ridiculous.
Apex is not on this list.
Which is ridiculous. So tell me why. Tell me why Fortnite is on the list and not anything else.
Next,
Hold us over for a second. Hold us over for one.
Next, we got NBA 2K21. We all knew that the sports games were going to get the upgrade that happened with the last systems. Sports games want to be there. Sports games constantly get shoved down your throat every year. I want to go on record saying this. These sports games need to stop making new games every year and just update their game. Release a update to your game once a year that changes it up just enough. Because every time you fix these games and make it good to play, you ruin it. Every time. Every time, every game has something that's really good, but something else is lacking.
We're going to have to look into that, why Fortnite is on the list and nothing else is. That's really got me...
It's because Fortnite is the only one confirmed right now to have optimized everything for the
That's what I want to know, is like, what have they changed?
Right.
We'll come back with that in another one. But I'm just saying, we need to look.
We'll come back to my whole sports rant too, because that's going to take me a while to talk about.
I agree with the sports, man. Why not, with the way that we have updates nowadays, update that franchise every year, man? Yeah. You could sell the game for $100. All right, and then not release one in between years, and people would still go for it. A year or two in between, the graphics wise, it's not going to change enough for a whole new game to be put out.
And of course, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, they're shoving that back down our throats. They want you. Oh,
listen,
who hasn't played that yet?
How many times are we going to have to get The Witcher?
Yeah, who hasn't played it yet that wants to?
It's on the Nintendo Switch, bro.
Somebody please tell me this. Have you not played it and you want to and you're waiting till the Series X to play it? Please tell me why.
Boy, when I get my Series X, I'm getting The Witcher 3.
Yeah. Control. Yeah, you get a little mind control game. I feel like that's been done before.
I did watch a little video on that. I did.
Let's hear it, because
spoke about it. We had spoke about it, and I kind of did feel like it was played out. It had been done, but I mean, honestly, I just watched the video for the promo of the game. It looks really good.
Okay.
Now, story-wise, I'm not sure how long the story will be or how much time they put in it, but it did look pretty good. I will glance at it again. Like, I'm not just going to override it. When we first spoke about this, I did say, I played those on PS2.
Yeah.
But I feel like I might give it a check. If it's on the Game Pass, I'll probably download it.
Right.
I'm not going to pay for it. It's not a dropper, but and listen, this is another thing I want to point out, all right? I do have Game Pass, but if I like a game enough, I will pay for it. So that I have it. Game Pass is not always going to have those games.
You're right. But
I will pay for that game. I bought Forza. I gave $150 for Forza, and it was on Game Pass, and still is.
And let me point out. I read this article that told me this is why companies are allowing their games to go on Game Pass, because people are playing them on there and then still spending the money on it.
Right.
Because they liked it so much.
Right. I mean, listen, and I'm not saying they should put no limitations on Game Pass, nothing like that. I'm just saying, if I enjoy a game enough, man, I'm gonna buy it. I want it.
Exactly. Like if you want it, you want it. Like yeah, and like you're good. If you like it enough, you're gonna put what you have to into it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Um. Sorry, let me get back to this list here because we're moving on from Control. Doom Eternal. It's getting optimized.
Right. Listen,
Yeah.
I love Doom.
Love Doom.
I
Yeah.
literally started from the original Doom and played all the way through every single one just to remember how great it was when Eternal come out. Now, I hadn't played the one before Eternal, so this new gameplay was completely different for me. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
But I was highly disappointed that I paid for a season pass for a game that didn't release anything. Now
Yeah.
maybe they were waiting for the update. Maybe they're waiting to put it out for the Series X, but that wasn't expressed to us
And
when we bought that game a
I
year
just
ago.
wasn't digging the multiplayer on it. The story was short. It was short and sweet. It was really good, action packed, but it was short and sweet, over, done with, and then I really didn't care anything else for the
Right,
game.
short and sweet.
I didn't really care
Played
for the
it.
multiplayer. Yeah.
I didn't dig the multiplayer. I got my ass beat in the multiplayer. That isn't why I didn't
Well,
dig it.
yeah, it wasn't my game style. It wasn't
I
my game
just,
style. It wasn't my gameplay style. It's not what I'm into when I'm looking for multiplayer. Next on the list, Marvel's Avengers. Another game you're gonna miss me with. I'm not.
boom down the
Yeah,
tank.
yeah. You played it. Like, why
Played it,
didn't
bro.
you like it?
Repetitive. You thought Assassin's Creed was repetitive? And you want to hear what's even more of a ball buster than Assassin's Creed repetitiveness?
What's that?
Okay, you love battle passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love them. I love spending $20 on a game to unlock stuff. It's great. Well, in Marvel, every character has their own battle pass. You have to buy a battle pass for every character you play with. Not a battle pass to unlock stuff for all 6 characters. 6 battle passes, or you will not get anything for that character. That is the most loot box shit I've ever heard. Now, I wasn't going to cuss, but I have heard nothing crazier than having to spend $10 or $15 a piece for 5 or 6 different characters in order to earn a different color hair
Mm-hmm.
or a pickaxe or a cape. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing it. It's
Right.
crazy. Hey, listen, in the game, it looks pretty good. All right, they had the potential, but they took the storyline and they squashed it in their hand, and they was like, "Hey, listen, let's make every level the same."
Yeah. Yeah, and see, I will not like. Yeah, I'm back. Like, I won't be playing it.
I mean, and worst of all, we played it so that we could get the Hulk Smashers for my boys, because, like I said, they
On
play.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we busted ass to get those, man. It was hard. And then 2 weeks later, what do you know? Even though Fortnite said they wasn't going to release them, they released them in the store for $9.99. And I would have gladly paid
Nine
$20
ninety
to
nine.
not have to play Marvel.
Yes, 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 yes. Now, okay, now we're on to 2 big name games coming out right around when it comes out, when the Series
This is
X comes
what you've
out.
been waiting for. We
This is
told you that
what,
there was some game dropping and some good games, and
and
this is
this is it right here. Of course, some people are going to say it's another one. They do it every year. But Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
we all
It
know
looks
Cold
good.
War.
We get zombies. We get a good story. Black Ops.
Zombies.
We get a good Black Ops story. We get
Black
zombies.
Ops
Yeah, I'm
story.
looking
Black Ops is
zombies.
a good story.
It's been great story so far, and I'm looking
People
forward to it.
people always underestimate the campaigns on Call of Duty, man. But
I've
they
been a
are
big
the
fan of them.
most
Yeah.
important part.
Yes.
When they did the last one, not the last one, but the one before that,
Call of
with
Duty Black
no
Ops 4.
campaign,
Black Ops 4. Yep.
oh my God, I didn't buy it.
Right.
I waited, and then we had to play the Battle Royale. So I ended up caving for the Battle Royale. They were smart. They busted that Battle Royale out for free this season.
Yeah.
They knew better because, dude, I was not paying for another game with no campaign.
The zombies looks pretty dope. It kind of,
Zombies? Bro,
yeah,
I would have bought Cold War for the zombies if it didn't come with anything else.
right. Because I love zombies. Big
Listen,
zombies fan.
I was too. Huge. We love it. We play them all the time.
But
Here's the thing. Zombies was repetitive as hell. It come out every season with the Call of Duty. I agree. But what they did for zombies that they didn't do for Call of Duty in general was took a couple years off. They
hmm
held out. They didn't put it in.
the fact that only Treyarch had, yeah, it was made
Right.
it good. Infinity Ward tried their hand in zombies with Infinite Warfare.
I almost said it wasn't good, but
I
I
like
kind of
it.
like it. I
It's
like it.
still a zombies, but in a different experience. I like it, but it will definitely never live up to Treyarch and their zombie line.
If Treyarch could get the rights to do their own zombies game, like Call of Duty, but without the Call of Duty aspects, I think they would do it.
Right. Tie this over for like 5 seconds while I do something here for us real quick.
So, I mean, Call of Duty, we were talking about the zombies. I mean, jump in here and let us know, man. Well, what was you like zombies? What was your favorite? Tell me you don't like zombies, please. I will return your message. I promise. I'll comment right back. But what was your favorite zombies? What was it? Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3? We went back and bought Black Ops 1
Yeah,
just to play some Kinder Toten. I mean, let
yeah,
us know. Are you hardcore
yeah.
or are you,
What's your
you
take
know,
on
like
zombies?
a little soft?
Yeah, do you like zombies? Do you are you an Easter egg person? Do you go in it to do everything, or do you go in it to just play around?
Right. You
Like
want to run
I
circles?
try to learn everything about it because after if you don't know everything about it, after a while you're just running around in circles doing nothing.
Yeah. We like the Easter eggs. Makes
Mm.
it nice. Gives you a little bit of gotta earn that shit feeling. You know what I mean?
Right. Let's keep this thing a moving, man. Well, there's one more big game we need to talk. Well, there's a few more games we're going to talk about, but this next big game is the other one I'm super pumped about. Running out to get it day one.
I'm super
Cyberpunk
pumped.
2077. And this is one of the ones that's been pushed back a few times, but I don't care.
I
I'm
tell you the one thing that I'm upset that Cyberpunk did that I'm not really worried about it, but a lot of other people call funk too, okay? Keanu Reeves.
mm,
I like Keanu Reeves. All
good
right.
guy.
Good
Seems
dude.
like a decent person.
Hardy dude, okay? But I wish they wouldn't have threw him out there to try to make sale on the game.